On the topic of measures of position, I'm going to introduce the topic of quartiles. What are quartiles in general, and how do we use our calculator to find the quartiles? The three quartiles, which are denoted by Q sub 1, Q sub 2, and Q sub 3, divide an ordered data set into 4 equal parts. About 1 part of the data fall or below the first quartile, Q sub 1. About 1/2 of the data falls on or below the second quartile, Q sub 2. Please note that the second quartile also called median. So when you're finding the median, you're basically finding the second quartile. And about 3/4 of the data fall on or below the third quartile, or Q sub 3. How do we measure these? In this example, the number of nuclear power plants in the top 15 nuclear power producing countries in the world are listed below. Question says, find the first, second, and third quartiles of the data set. What is your observation? So, as you can see, the data is not ordered. You have 7, then you have 20, 16, 6, 58, 9, 20, 50, 23, and it goes to 104. What are we going to do? First, we're going to order the data set to find the median, or Q sub 2. The first quartile, Q sub 1, is the median of the data entries to the left of Q sub 2. And the third quartile, Q sub 3, is the median of the data entries to the right side of Q sub 2. So the most important thing is to find the median of the data, or Q sub 2. So if you order the data nicely, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15, 16 is repeated twice. Guys, you have to make the repetition. We cannot skip the numbers that are repeated twice or 3 times. We have to list them all. You see, you have 2 20s, you have 23, 33, 50, 58, and 104. The median of the data set is 16. Data entries to the left of Q2 and data entries to the right of Q2. So again, we found the median first, then we find the median of the first portion on the right-hand side, then we find the median to the data set that are on the right-hand side of Q2. These are all first quartile, second quartile, and the third quartile. So the very first thing we found is finding the second quartile. The second quartile divide up the data into 2 equal sets. 1 set on the left, 1 set on the right. Then the median of the data on the left-hand side is the first quartile. The median of the data on the right-hand side is called the third quartile. What is the interpretation here? About 1/4 or 1/4 of the countries have 9 or fewer nuclear power plants. About 1/2 have 16 or fewer, and about 1/3 have 33 or fewer. Let me show you how to use a calculator to find these quartiles. Let us go to our calculator. You can use your online emulator, or you can use your TI-84, Calculate 84, the app. Either is fine, everybody. So let me share the screen with you guys. We're going to enter the data into our calculator. So in many times, you have entered a lot of data into your calculator. It's easier to reset the calculator. Click on second plus, and then go to reset. So I'm going to use my arrow key to go to reset and enter. First of all, reset all RAM. Enter. Yes, I want to reset. So use arrow key to go to reset. You have to repeat this one more time. Second plus, go to reset. I'm using my arrow key to go to 7, enter, and then reset all defaults, everybody. Enter. No, reset, of course, we want to reset this. So go to reset and enter. You resetted your calculator. It works for any calculator, physical calculator, the emulator, either follow the same functionality. So to find the quartiles for the data set, we're going to go to stat. So I clicked on stat, click on edit, and enter the data in L1. So the data that I have are 7. Then I have a 20. I have a 16. I have a 6. I have 58. We have 9. So when entering in your calculator, you don't have to put these in order. Calculator already does that for you. 23. We have more data set. We have 33. We have 8. We have 10. We have 15. We have 16. And 104. Here we go. So let's take a look at our calculator. We entered everything in L1. Now you need to go to stat, go to calc using the arrow key. It must be on one variable, statistics. Enter. Everything is in L1. Yes, we're fine. Frequency list stay empty. Go to calculate to do the calculation. So in the very first page, you see X bar, which is the average. The average number of nuclear power plants, 26. So it's about 26. The standard deviation that we learned last class is 26.41. We have 15 of them listed here. The minimum is 6. We can verify that. Now, I'm going to use arrow key to go to the next page. Right, we have more data, more information here. Q sub 1 is 9. The first quartile is 9, which is verified by what we did on paper. The median is 16, or the second quartile is 16. Q3, or the third quartile, is 33. Yes, it is 33. And the maximum is 104. Well, by looking at the data, you see the maximum value is 104. So using calculator, make it much more precise for you, very fast, and we can do the calculation much more nicer, much more easier.